Right, and you can just go on editing until you've done enough work for the meantime. Now, before I close my score, I'm going to go back to my plugin, and I recommend if you're a professional engraver or copyist that you assign a shortcut to this. I like to use Control, and then whatever is the first letter of my plugin. That's because Sibelius doesn't use a lot of Control letter shortcuts by default, so I know these are usually mine. And now I'm going to create a stop comment, and I'm going to put in my comment, finish editing dynamics, and I'm going to create a timestamp for this. Now, as you can see, it was at 3:03 and 1 second, and that was 3 minutes and 3 seconds later. I actually probably wasn't working for 3 minutes, but it's been 3 minutes since I created my first timestamp. So as soon as you create your start timestamp, you probably want to hit save and close immediately and start working. That'll probably be the best way, but I was explaining it to you. So now you can see my grand total has gone up by 3 minutes. So that's basically how the interface works. It's rather straightforward, I hope. There's a few more buttons I haven't explained to you here. We've now learned timestamp in the comment fields. We've learned the score log fields, including the view comment buttons. But down at the bottom, in addition to the save and close, quick side note, close without saving is if you make a timestamp and you really didn't mean to, or you're not going to work right now. You want to close without saving, and it won't save whatever timestamp you've made or comment edits you've made. But the other three buttons, the first of which is the info, and it's just information, useful information, I hope, about how to use this plugin to the best of its capabilities. Now, the other button is called Settings, and in Settings I do not have many options. I hope if this plugin becomes popular to add a few more. But the option that is there is very important. As you can see in the start and stop columns, you have the time, and the date listed there, and this allows it to figure out your total amount worked. But in America and Europe, we use different date formats. In America, we use month followed by day followed by year. But in Europe, we use day followed by month followed by year. Now, this plugin is extracting the timestamps automatically from your operating system. And right now, it's a little bit difficult for the plugin to know what your international settings are. So you need to specify it. Now, as I said, all of this information is saved within a score. It's not saved on some log file on your computer or your preferences built into Sibelius. It's saved within the score. And the rationale behind this, as I mentioned, was so that you can send the score to other users or engravers or something, and it's very specific to the score. So each time you open a score, you need to specify your date format settings. If you're in America, this won't be a problem because the default is America. Sorry, Europeans, it's because I live in New York City, so that's the default. But every time you open it, if you're in Europe, make sure you open it and choose European, and then hit OK. You only have to do this once per score that you're working on. It's saved within your log file. So once you do that, that's Settings, and the final button is the Write to Log File. Now you want to do this at the very end when you want to extract all of this information into a detailed log in a text file, so you could email it to somebody, or so you could extract the data for your own billing system or something of that nature. So say I'm done. I've worked 16 minutes 53 seconds, about a quarter of an hour. I'm going to write this to a log file. So you click on Write to Log File, and a dialog pops up that allows you to name it and choose a location. So I'm going to call it New Symphony. That's what I was working on. And I'm going to give it a .txt extension. You could give it a .rtf extension, but txt is nice because it can be opened easily on most operating systems. It's a good file format to email. I'm actually going to name it New Symphony Log. And I'm going to put it on my desktop, just easy to find. I'm going to hit save. I'm also going to hit save and close on my dialog because I have done quite a bit of work here. I'm sorry, that's video editing software, how I'm recording it. Now I'm going to hide Sibelius for a second, and I am going to go to the log file I've created. There it is. Double click it and blow it up. Now, as you can see, it gives the name of the plugin and my name, and just a little shout out to myself so everybody knows where they can get in touch with me if they have problems. And it also gives the name of the piece you're working on. I'm hopefully giving this in a format that's easy to send to other people, so it's clear what's going on here. And then it gives out each entry, which is comprised of your start time and your stop time, along with any comments that may have been supplied with each of those timestamps. And then it gives a total for each entry. And this one, as I said, was only 19 seconds. Entry 2 is a little bit longer, 11 minutes. And it goes through this. If no comment was given, it tells you no comment. And in general, I only really put one comment for the task I'm about to do. And then at the end, it gives you the grand total. So you could go ahead and send this off to a client, or you can put it into your own billing system. That's basically the way the plugin works. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, this is a relatively new plugin, new software. Email me at musictranscriber@themusictranscriber.com, and I'll get back to you shortly. Or if you'd like to purchase this plugin, you can visit www.themusictranscriber.com/plugin store. There you'll find a number of other plugins I've written. And just cruise around, see if anything piques your interest, and if you find this plugin of value, please go ahead and purchase it. I look forward to talking to anybody who finds this useful. Yeah, that's about it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Transcribing with the Music Transcriber, and happy Sibeliusing.